the Duke and Duchess of Sussex signed an £112 million deal with the online company in 2020, after stepping back as full-time royals. However, as Netflix saw around $40 billion, £30.7 billion, knocked off its value on the stock market on Tuesday, the couple could be set for disappointment as the company reassesses its business model. Some have speculated that the Duke's recent surprise visit to see the Queen, which was met with a mixed response, may have even been motivated by the company's desire to generate publicity. In a call with investors, Netflix announced it had lost around 200,000 subscribers in the first 3 months of the year, citing a rise in the cost of living in its key markets such as the UK and US. It had originally predicted a rise of 2.5 million. The Russian invasion of Ukraine had seen the company pull out of the Russian market, losing its 700,000 subscribers. Sarah Vine wrote, "Why would Harry, who has shown no obvious regard for his grandmother's feelings of late, and couldn't even be bothered to show up for his own beloved grandfather's memorial, choose this moment to take time out from his busy Netflix schedule? I'm sure the inevitable drama of such a moment would have delighted Harry and Meghan's paymasters at Netflix no end. After all, what could be better for business than the pair of them up there, grinning and waving next to the Queen?" Other commentators also noted the apparent incongruity. Political activist Aaron Grimes tweeted, "Prince Harry was so worried about the Queen and ensuring she had the right people around her that he brought a Netflix crew and didn't attend his grandfather's memorial. Each time you think this man cannot detach himself further from self-awareness, he asks you to hold his beer." Meanwhile, broadcaster Sophie Corcoran commented that the Duke and Duchess love privacy so much they want to be followed around by a Netflix crew 24/7. Speaking at the Invictus Games, in The Hague, the Duke of Sussex, 37, said he would never, ever rest until he has made the world a better place for his children Archie and Lilibet. Harry made the comments in an interview with 2 young Dutch reporters who asked the Duke about his hopes for the next generation. Sophia and Jay, from the Dutch title Kindercorrespondent, questioned the Duke about his wish for his 2-year-old son and 10-month-old daughter. He replied, "To grow up in a better world. To grow up in a fairer world, a safer world, a more equal world. It's not going to be easy, but I will never, ever, ever rest until I as a parent have at least tried to make the world a better place for them. Because it is our responsibility that the world is the way that it is now. I don't think we should be bringing children into the world unless we are going to make that commitment to make it better for them." Author, journalist and historian Alexander Larman claims the Duke seemed incapable of restricting himself to the matter at hand in the interview. He pointed out how his wife Meghan was spotted playing with kids and their families at the Invictus Games on Sunday. The mum of 2 told the attendees she wanted to pop into the private event because she was missing Archie and Lily, who had not made the journey to the Netherlands with their parents. He claims this was a bland PR-friendly statement before adding that Harry's ambitions for the future was specious talk. In a piece for The Spectator, Mr. Larman wrote, while Meghan restricted herself to the bland, PR-friendly statement that she enjoyed being around children at the games because she was missing her own kids, her husband seemed incapable of restricting himself to the matter at hand. With all of his loose and specious talk of stealing futures, the Duke seemed to suggest that there should be some kind of reckoning for those irresponsible enough to reproduce unless the world was to be altered beyond recognition imminently. Children were a prominent feature in the couple's visit to the games, and at one point the pair were driven around a small track by children in mini Land Rover vehicles. The couple sat in separate mini vehicles and helped the children driving them to navigate the course.